Have you ever looked in the mirror after a fresh pixie cut and thought, something's not quite right? That sinking feeling when your stylist's creation doesn't match the vision you had. You're definitely not alone. A pixie cut can be absolutely transformative for women over 60, giving you that elegant, youthful look you deserve. But those small missteps can leave you counting the days until it grows out. In today's video, I'm sharing the 7 biggest mistakes women over 60 make with their pixie cuts. And more importantly, the simple solutions to fix or avoid them altogether. Whether you've been rocking a pixie for years or you're considering taking the plunge, these insider tips will save you from those "what have I done" moments we all dread. Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you're watching from. Drop your city in the comments below and hit that subscribe button for more confidence-boosting style advice. Now let's talk about why a pixie cut can be such a fantastic choice for women like us when it's done right. Mistake 1. Not every pixie works for your face shape. Let's talk about the most foundational aspect of a great pixie cut: finding one that truly complements your face shape. This might sound obvious, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen women walk out of salons with pixie cuts that fight against their natural features instead of enhancing them. Your face shape is like the canvas for your haircut. The right pixie can highlight your best features while softening areas you might be less confident about. Take Martha from Pennsylvania, who came to me after her 3rd disappointing pixie cut. "I kept bringing in the same celebrity photos," she told me, "but never got the same results." The difference wasn't in the styling, it was that Martha's round face needed a completely different approach than the heart-shaped faces in her inspiration photos. If you have a round face like Martha, look for a pixie with some height at the crown and longer pieces around your face. This creates the illusion of length and balances your features beautifully. I suggested Martha try a pixie with volume on top and soft, longer bangs swept to the side. The transformation was remarkable. Suddenly her cheekbones popped, and her eyes became the focal point. For those with square faces, the key is softening those strong angles. A pixie with wispy, textured layers and soft edges works wonders. Barbara from Chicago found that adding gentle curls and movement to her pixie softened her strong jawline, while maintaining her confident, distinctive look. If you have a longer face, avoid too much height on top. That'll just elongate your face further. Instead, create width with fuller sides and bangs that hit at or near your eyebrows. This balances your proportions perfectly. Remember, your unique heritage and facial features matter too. African American women might consider how their pixie works with their natural texture, while women with Native American ancestry might want to highlight their striking cheekbones. The best advice I can give: find a stylist who takes time to study your face before making a single cut. A good stylist won't just ask what you want. They'll suggest what would work best for your specific features. Don't be afraid to ask, "What pixie style would suit my face shape?" Their expertise can make all the difference between a pixie you tolerate and one you absolutely love. What face shape do you have? And have you found a pixie that works perfectly for you? I'd love to hear your experiences. Mistake 2. Ignoring your natural hair texture. Our hair texture changes as we age. That's just a fact of life. Maybe your once thick, luscious locks have become finer, or perhaps your straight hair has developed a surprising wave. After 60, these changes aren't just noticeable. They're crucial to consider when choosing a pixie cut. I remember when Judy from Arizona visited my salon last year. She brought a photo of a sleek, straight pixie that looked absolutely stunning on the model. The problem? Judy had naturally curly hair that had become even more textured with age. "I just want to look like this," she insisted, pointing to the photo. What Judy didn't realize was that her beautiful natural curls needed a completely different approach. Many women make this same mistake. They fall in love with a pixie style without considering if it works with their hair's natural tendencies. When your pixie fights against your texture, you'll spend every morning battling with your hair instead of enjoying the easy maintenance that pixies should provide. For those with fine or thinning hair, avoid super short or heavily layered pixies that can make your hair look sparse. Instead, opt for a pixie with longer layers that create the illusion of fullness. Ask your stylist about soft, feathered layers that add movement without revealing too much scalp. A texturizing spray can become your best friend. Just a light mist adds incredible volume without weighing down fine hair. If you have thick, coarse hair like my client Eleanor from Texas, embrace that wonderful texture. A pixie with carefully blended layers can manage the volume while maintaining character. Eleanor discovered that her thick hair gave her pixie amazing structure that women with finer hair would envy. For curly-haired ladies, work with your curls, not against them. A curly pixie can be absolutely stunning when cut properly. The secret is finding a stylist who knows how to cut curly hair dry, so they can see exactly how each curl behaves. When you talk to your stylist, be honest about your daily routine. If you can't spend 20 minutes styling your hair each morning, say so. A good cut should work with your lifestyle, not complicate it. Have you noticed changes in your hair texture over the years? What adjustments have you made to your styling routine? Share your experience. Your insights might help someone else with similar hair. Mistake 3. The wrong bangs, or no bangs at all. Bangs can make or break a pixie cut. They're the frame for your entire face. Yet I see so many women either avoiding bangs completely or choosing styles that overwhelm their features. The right bangs can take years off your appearance, while the wrong ones can add years on. Take Barbara from Chicago, who came to me after a disappointing pixie cut. "I look older, not younger," she sighed. The issue wasn't her pixie. It was her heavy, blunt bangs that hid her beautiful eyes and created a severe line across her face. When we softened her bangs into a wispy, side-swept style, the difference was remarkable. "I feel like myself again, but better," she told me. Many women over 60 avoid bangs entirely, believing they're too youthful or trendy. But a pixie without some form of bangs can look severe and expose too much of your face, especially if you're self-conscious about your forehead lines. The sweet spot is soft, airy bangs that move and blend with the rest of your cut. Side-swept bangs are universally flattering and incredibly versatile. They can be brushed to the side for a casual look or styled more deliberately for special occasions. They're also perfect for disguising a high forehead or drawing attention to your eyes. Curtain bangs, those that part in the middle and frame both sides of your face, are another excellent option. They're less commitment than full bangs and add a soft, romantic touch to a pixie. Your hairline plays a crucial role in choosing the right bangs. If you have a widow's peak or cowlick, work with it rather than fighting it. Your stylist can cut your bangs to accommodate these natural patterns. For those with thinning hair, lighter, wispy bangs create the illusion of fullness without revealing too much scalp. If your hair is thick, texturized bangs with invisible layers remove bulk while maintaining coverage. Remember, bangs don't have to be perfect or symmetrical. In fact, slightly imperfect bangs often look more modern and youthful. The goal is to create softness and movement around your face. Do you wear bangs with your pixie? What style works best for you? I'd love to hear which bang style makes you feel most confident. Mistake number 4. Skipping regular maintenance. Let's talk about one of the biggest surprises for new pixie owners. These cute, low-maintenance cuts actually require regular upkeep to stay looking their best. Many women don't realize this until it's too late, and their sharp, chic pixie has grown into something unrecognizable. Susan from Miami learned this lesson the hard way. "I thought getting a pixie meant I could forget about hair appointments for months," she told me with a laugh. 6 weeks after her perfect cut, her pixie had lost its shape entirely. The back had grown into an awkward flip, and her once precise sides were touching her ears. "I didn't look carefree. I looked like I didn't care," she admitted. Unlike longer styles that can grow out gracefully, pixie cuts transform dramatically with even half an inch of growth. What was once a defined, structured style can quickly become shapeless and unflattering. Those clean lines around your neck and ears, the very details that make a pixie look so polished, disappear fastest. The solution is simple. Commit to regular trims every 4 to 6 weeks. Think of these appointments not as a burden, but as an investment in looking your best every single day. Plus, these maintenance cuts are usually quicker and less expensive than a full restyling. If budget is a concern, ask your salon about maintenance packages. Many offer discounted rates for regular clients or mini trim options that cost less than a full cut. Some stylists even teach simple techniques for maintaining the neckline between visits. A small trimmer can be your best friend for keeping that area neat. Another tip: take photos of your pixie when it's freshly cut from different angles. Show these to your stylist at each appointment to ensure consistency. This is especially helpful if you occasionally see different stylists at the same salon. The upside to regular maintenance is that your pixie will always look intentional and fresh. Plus, these frequent visits allow you to make small adjustments as you discover what works best for you. Maybe you'll want to gradually take the sides shorter or grow out certain sections. Regular appointments give you the freedom to evolve your style. How often do you refresh your pixie cut? Have you found the sweet spot for maintenance timing? Share your routine. We can all learn from each other's experiences. Mistake 5: choosing the wrong color. The right hair color can make your pixie cut absolutely sing. It's the finishing touch that brings everything together. But choosing the wrong shade can do just the opposite, making even the most perfectly cut pixie fall flat. Patricia from New York came to me after coloring her pixie a deep dark brown, the same shade she'd worn in her 30s. I thought darker would make me look younger, she explained, but it just looks harsh against my skin. She was right. As we age, our skin tone changes subtly, and the stark contrast of very dark hair can actually emphasize fine lines and make features appear harsher than they really are. On the flip side, going too light can be equally problematic. Platinum or ash blonde without any dimension can wash out your complexion, making you look tired rather than vibrant. The key is finding that perfect middle ground that complements your skin tone and enhances your natural features. For most women over 60, the most flattering approach is staying within 2 shades of your natural color. This creates a believable, harmonious look that enhances rather than competes with your features. If you're naturally a brunette, consider a warm chocolate brown with subtle caramel highlights around your face. These lighter pieces brighten your complexion and add wonderful dimension to your pixie. Now, let's talk about embracing gray or silver hair, something I'm particularly passionate about. Gray hair can be absolutely stunning with a pixie cut, creating a bold, confident look that turns heads for all the right reasons. If you're transitioning to gray, consider a silver or platinum pixie with subtle low lights for depth. The contrast of silver hair against a sharp pixie cut creates a modern, chic aesthetic that exudes confidence. For those who prefer to cover gray, remember that solid, one-dimensional color can look flat and artificial, especially in a shortcut where texture is everything. Instead, ask your colorist about techniques like balayage or low lights that create natural-looking dimension. Your skin undertone should guide your color choices too. Warm skin tones, yellow or golden undertones, shine with honey blondes, coppery reds, or warm browns. Cool skin tones, pink or bluish undertones, look beautiful with ash blondes, cool browns, or rich aubergine tones. Remember, your hair color should make your eyes pop and your skin glow, not the other way around. The best compliment isn't "I love your hair color," but "You look amazing." Have you found your perfect pixie color? Did you go bolder or more subtle with your shortcut? Share your color journey with us. Mistake 6: overstyling your pixie. One of the biggest selling points of a pixie cut is how wonderfully low maintenance it can be. Yet ironically, many women end up spending more time styling their pixie than they ever did with longer hair, and often with less flattering results. Laura from Seattle came to me frustrated with her new Pixie. "I'm using more products than ever," she complained, "and my hair still doesn't look right." When I looked at her styling routine, I immediately spotted the problem. She was using heavy gel, followed by strong-hold hairspray, trying to control every strand. The result wasn't the carefree, tousled Pixie she wanted, but a stiff, dated look that aged her significantly. The truth is, Pixie cuts thrive on simplicity. They're meant to look effortless and natural, not sculpted and immobile. Heavy products like thick gels, waxes, or strong hairsprays can weigh down your hair, emphasize thinning areas, and create a helmet-like appearance that feels stuck in the past. Instead, embrace lightweight products that enhance your hair's natural movement. A volumizing mousse applied to the roots can give fine hair wonderful lift without stiffness. For thicker textures, a small amount of lightweight styling cream helps tame frizz while maintaining touchable softness. My favorite recommendation is a texturizing spray. It adds incredible dimension and that perfectly undone finish that makes Pixies look so modern. How you apply products matters too. Start with a small amount. You can always add more if needed. Apply product to your palms first, then work through your hair using your fingers rather than a brush. This creates natural-looking texture and prevents that overly styled appearance. For daily styling, try this simple routine. After washing, towel dry your hair gently. Apply a small amount of your chosen product and use your fingers to direct your hair into place. Let it air dry for the most natural finish, or use a blow dryer on low heat if you're short on time. The key is minimal manipulation. The less you fuss with it, the better it will look. Remember that your Pixie doesn't have to look perfect or identical every day. Embrace the slight variations. That's what keeps it looking fresh and modern rather than rigid and dated. What's your go-to Pixie styling product? Have you found that less is more when it comes to styling your shortcut? Share your favorite easy styling tricks. Mistake 7. Going too short too soon. The final mistake might surprise you. Going too short too quickly. Many women dive straight into the shortest Pixie possible, only to experience what I call Pixie shock. That moment of panic when you realize just how dramatic the change is. Diana from Boston experienced this firsthand. After 40 years of shoulder-length hair, she decided to just go for it with an ultra-short Pixie. "I felt naked," she admitted during our follow-up appointment. "I barely recognized myself in the mirror." While Diana eventually came to love her Pixie, those first few weeks were emotionally challenging as she adjusted to such a dramatic change. Hair carries so much of our identity and emotional comfort. When we make a sudden dramatic change, it's not just physical, it's psychological too. Many women find themselves feeling vulnerable or unsure when they go from long to very short hair in one appointment. The solution is beautifully simple. Ease into your Pixie journey. Start with what I call a long Pixie or Pixie bob. Something that grazes your jawline or sits just above your ears. This intermediate step gives you time to adjust to shorter hair while still providing some styling flexibility. This gradual approach lets you discover what works best with your face shape, hair texture, and personal style before committing to a very short cut. You might find that you actually prefer this longer Pixie, or you might gain the confidence to go shorter at your next appointment. A longer starting point also gives you and your stylist a chance to learn how your hair behaves when short. Does it stand up in certain places? Does it have a natural part you didn't know about? These discoveries help inform the perfect Pixie for you. For many women, the ideal approach is taking off a few inches at each appointment, gradually working toward their perfect length. This method feels empowering rather than shocking, turning your Pixie journey into an exciting evolution rather than an abrupt change. Remember, the goal of a Pixie cut is to enhance your confidence and beauty, not to follow some arbitrary rule about how short it should be. The perfect Pixie is the one that makes you feel absolutely wonderful every time you look in the mirror. Did you dive straight into a super short Pixie, or did you take a more gradual approach? What would you recommend to someone considering their first Pixie cut? Share your wisdom from your own experience. A great pixie cut isn't just about following trends. It's about finding what truly works for your unique face shape, hair texture, and personal style. By avoiding these 7 common mistakes, you'll transform your pixie from just a haircut into a signature style that enhances your natural beauty. Remember, the perfect pixie should give you confidence, simplify your routine, and make you feel fabulous at any age. Whether you're considering your first pixie or looking to improve one you already have, these tips will help you love your reflection every day. What was your biggest takeaway? Share in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more beauty wisdom.